For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, good afternoon. Hello again. Paul Dingeman here. We're glad you are along. We've got a very interesting show lined up for you today. We've got some representatives from the Community Foundation and from the Economic Development Association. Then two gentlemen from the restaurants in St. Clair, Mr. Mitch Kuffa and Mr. Kris will be along to talk about a fundraiser they've got going. And finally, Kyla Hatcher from the Marine City Area Chamber will be along. So let's begin with two friends by the name of Hale Walker and Dan Casey. Gentlemen, welcome.
Paul, thanks for having us. I look forward to the opportunity when I could take advantage of one of the famous Paul Dingeman handshakes. So maybe,
those are at the end of the program.
Long, we'll be able to do that.
Those are at the end of the program.
Okay.
Welcome, gentlemen. You've gotten have been working together on a new item which is called the Minority and Women-Owned Business EDA $25,000 grant. What's it all about? There's some money out there. People need it. How do we get it?
Hale, why don't you start us off since you're the representative of the organization providing the money?
Yeah.
All right, I'd be happy to, Dan. So, Paul, this really goes to the Thumb Coast Regional response from the Community Foundation. And we look at this as really being sort of that second phase. So the first phase, what we did is really focused on those medical heroes, those people on the front line, and then the emergency services, whether that be the food banks or the soup kitchens, that type of thing. And now we're really getting to the point where we're very close to the businesses coming back. And on that first phase, one of the things that really surprised us and delighted us was the fact that the collaboration between organizations like the United Way and the Community Foundation was really phenomenal. The communication, and that was tremendous. So when we took a look at what we need to do to help businesses, the Community Foundation thought, who best to collaborate with? And that's obviously Dan Casey in the EDA. So really that's what we're doing. This is, again, for the second phase, it's really just the first part of it. We wanted to focus on those that are really, most at risk. And I say that to the minority community and women-owned businesses. And that is simply because that even though they have the entrepreneurial spirit, what comes with that is sort of a thinking that you have to do it yourself. You have to do it on your own. And in turn, there's a lot of help out there, and we want to make sure that people succeed. So that's really what this first $25,000 insurgence is all about.
This money came from the Community Foundation's Code of 19 Response Fund. Is that where it came from originally?
It sure did. And I got to do a kudos to St. Clair Rotary. St. Clair Rotary had Rotarian put up a $3,000 match fund. The Rotary Club matched that plus in the first week. So this is individuals that are giving $10, $20 to organizations like DTE and that are giving significant dollar amounts.
Okay, so if I'm a minority or I'm a women-owned business, I can apply. When can I apply? When's the deadline for that?
So the application process has already begun, Paul, and it extends through May the 20th.
Okay, that's coming up pretty quick, isn't it?
Yeah, May the 20th at 5 p.m. So that's essentially a 2-week window from the time of opening that companies will have to apply. The application is done online at the EDA's website. So companies would go to www.edascc.com and then go to our COVID page, and it's very easy to find the application and to fill it out and submit it right online. One thing though, companies should be aware that they're going to have to attach their 2019 profit and loss statements and provide some financial statement or information based on where they are this year And then secondly, they have to put a statement in the application that talks about their recovery plan.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that companies have a plan for reopening and that this money is going to provide some meaningful stimulus to them to help them get their businesses open.
You've had some success already. There was a fellow that was referenced in the Times Herald article by Mike Miller. Talk to me about him.
Well, I don't know a lot about Mike's business. What I can tell you is we've had so far since the opening of the grant opportunity, we've had 18 businesses that have completed it so far, and that's good. So we did a little statistics on it, and we have 80% of the applicants are women-owned businesses, and 20% are minority-owned businesses. We'll see how that shakes out at the end, but we're expecting a lot of applications.
Hale,
another thing I can share with you is that there's more than just the financial help to these small businesses. Is through the EDA, the Community Foundation, teaming up with them, has hired 2 consultants, Kanchan Wan Kitty and Shannon Schwab, will be offering free consulting services.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So even the companies that may not be selected to get the financial support, they can take advantage of these consultants. And I think that'll end up being a big help to them too, because there's certainly going to be some challenges when businesses, open the doors and try to keep their employees hired.
Yeah, it's a very confusing time, and to have that assistance from face-to-face people, even if it's on a Zoom, certainly will be help to small businesses and minorities.
So I just wanted to mention that since the beginning of the crisis, EDA has been tracking the number of businesses that have reached out for help or that we've contacted that we're supporting. And there have been over 400 businesses in the county so far.
Wonderful.
We've been able to help. And honestly, the biggest need is, capital or money right now for companies that have no income coming in, but the bills are still there and still have to be paid. So regardless of whether any of these companies get selected for this grant or any future funding program, we're still here to help them, connect them to other funding programs that might exist, whether they're federal, state, or local. And then the other thing is we're also very worried about their plan for their reopening. There's a lot of things to consider. What happens if their employees or some of their employees don't want to come back to work because they're afraid of getting the virus? What happens if they don't have the capital to reopen? What are the legal ramifications of reopening? And then what changes do they have to make to have a safe working environment? So these are all things that we're providing information and resources for at the moment.
Well, we thank you both. If you have additional questions, you can just go to www.edascc.com and scroll down their webpage and look at the information there, or the Community Foundation of St. Clair County. Any final thoughts, fellas?
Yeah, I would just tell you and push the fact that we'll probably be talking to you again, Paul.
Oh, good.
This is just the first phase. So Dan and Randy Myers, Jackie Hatton from the Community Foundation are in discussions right now to be able to do, step 2 of helping businesses. So this is just the first infusion, and you'll be hearing a lot more.
Very good. Thanks for all you guys are doing. Talk to you soon. We'll be back with our next guest in just a second. Welcome back, and we are with 2 really exciting gentlemen in St. Clair. Mr. Kris Paul, the owner of War Water Brewery, is sitting across from me, 6 feet apart, let me tell you. And via Zoom, with a big smile on his face, is Mr. Mitch Kuffa over at the Murphy Inn. Welcome, gentlemen. Nice to see you.
Thank you. It's glad to be here.
Thanks for having us.
You two have come together to work as friendly competitors to try and raise some money for a nice lady called Shelia LaCroix. What's going on?
That's correct. Sheila's got a fight on her hands with cancer. A lot of us, somewhere in our life, know someone that's been affected by it.
Correct.
It's been an ongoing, mission for War Water Brewery as well as Danny Boy Beer Works down in Indianapolis that since one of our partners passed away years ago,
Yep.
it's been very important to us that we support these causes in our local communities that we do business. So with that, with this opportunity that came around with the beef boxes and trying to find different ways to raise awareness, drive some revenue, some benefit to a very special young lady that is very committed to St. Clair and owns multiple businesses,
Yep.
has always been there as far back as I can remember and growing up to be there for people in need and donating items for those people. With that, Mitch and the Murphy Inn, not so much competitors. We're more of a manufacturer and they're a tap house. We've had the pleasure of doing a lot of different benefits with them and conducting business with Mitch and the Murphy over there. So it's been a wonderful relationship for many years.
So you two guys got together and you're trying to support Shelia in many, many different ways. Mitch, talk to us about it.
Yeah, so Kris got a hold of me one day and said, hey, I'm selling beef boxes, raising some money, or they're going to sell them for $50, and I'm buying them for $39. And I figured every beef box we sell, we'll donate $11 to Shelia. And does Murphy's want to join on? And I said, absolutely. It wasn't even a second thought. So we did it for 3 days, and then we sold out.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was great. We got the word out on social media, and it really took charge. Since then, we've had a pouring outreach of local businesses that want to help, that want to run different specials and do different things and offer help any way they can. I think today I counted 26 businesses that are now jumped on, whether it's donating items, contributing to beef boxes, doing raffles, and all that stuff's listed on the Murphy and Facebook page for everyone to check out. There's really so much going on. We don't have enough time to talk about it all. It's just incredible what people are donating, what people are giving up, what people are doing for Shelia. It's just incredible what this little St. Clair community can do.
The LaCroix from their dad on always contributed. I know they always had in the fall, didn't they have a can drive or a food drive every fall in front of their restaurant? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah, they're always doing something over there, which is fantastic.
So it's good that we are giving back.
Yeah, yep. And that's one of the special things with getting involved with the Murphy and what Mitch has been able to do. At the brewery, we've made it a big deal for us to do these things. Some of them have stayed a little bit more local.
Yep.
Mitch has really been able to take this, the bull by the horns per se, and create something a little bit larger, and which is a true testament to Shelia and what she means to the community and what these businesses mean to the community. So it's been a fantastic opportunity to do some really goodwill for someone that deserves it. And Diane Hintz is another individual behind the scenes that came along early and wanted to do something and helps with us drive a lot of different fundraisers, and she's involved in this. And there's a lot of other people behind the scenes and a lot of different businesses that are all coming forward. And most of it's just in recognition of they want to help Shelia. They want to help, this young lady that's dedicated her life to a community like St. Clair. And St. Clair truly is a special place.
We got a program called Conversations here on CTV. And a couple of years ago, the two girls came in and did an interview with Tom Shorkey they were just about ready to start opening Drifters, and that was the beginning stages of that. So we're going to reprise that program next week next
cool.
Thursday and Friday, and let you see the girls in all their glory talking on TV.
It's neat. It'll be neat to see that. It's also will be really nice when we can all get back open again.
Right.
I think it'll be nice for people to be able to see what they've done over there since then.
Yeah.
Because they've done a lot of work to the place. They've come a long way. They put a nice touch to it.
Yeah.
It's got a great feel, and it's a wonderful. It's located right on the courtyard, not far from where we're located. But they've done a beautiful job.
Let me ask both of you, the restaurant business is going to be changed, probably, when we get out of this thing. You're both doing carryouts now. How's that going?
Mitch can speak for the Murphy. Feedback's been wonderful. Local support's been amazing. It's been up and down from week to week with how changes and what the requirements of what we can and can't do and how long that's going to carry on. We've worked very hard, just like the Murphy has, to make sure we're following all the CDC requirements and health code requirements and putting X's on the floor and making paths for people to pick up items or curbside delivery, pick up or doing delivery itself for those that need them. But Mitch can add what they've been doing at the Murphy.
Yeah, we've, it's different. We're used to our place being packed with people and enjoying each other and enjoying the time we've had here. But it's not like that anymore. The outpour of people coming and supporting us as a business is just incredible. But it's it's still not the same. We're 75% of our staff is cut. It's a little crazy, but you know what? We stay busy. We're keeping our doors open. We're hoping things change for the better. I joke about our pub being an airport now because according to CDC standards, we have to make sure we have to make sure that our social distancing and our layout is 6 feet apart, one-way traffic, and we got it all blue taped on the floor. We have actual travel lanes with arrows on the floor, X's where people can stand. Certain areas where my staff can't go. Certain areas where the customers have to go. They can't be hanging out in the lobby, and everyone understands. And it's nice to see that people understand and people are still willing to support the local restaurants. You know what? We'll get through it, and hopefully soon.
Good. Well, the reason we had you two come in today was for Shelia LaCroix. So again, how can they find out more information about what's going on for Shelia? Mitch?
Well, I have been trying to update my Murphy Inn Facebook page as much as I possibly can, 2 to 3 times a day, with the amount of businesses and organizations and groups that have been coming forward. So if anybody hasn't liked the Murphy Inn Facebook page yet, please do. It's getting updated daily. I've got a few people that just jumped on today, like the St. Clair Police Department. They're doing something. Neiman's is doing something. All the local restaurants, which is amazing to me, helping out, what you would think is a competitor, but they're just, we're all friends. My wife's business, the Weight Room, you got posted up here. She's doing a workout this Friday. Viking Fitness, he's giving away a few things. So yeah, it's all on my Facebook page, the Murphy Inn. It's updated daily. I'll be putting on another 6 or 7 businesses that joined on today. And updates on all that will be listed there.
Okay, Kris, any final thoughts?
Just stop in at any of the local restaurants. You'll find information for this fundraiser for Shelia just about everywhere in town now. Be safe, be well. Hopefully we'll all get back to a more normal environment.
Sooner better than later.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to see everybody again.
Okay. Thanks, Mitch. Thanks, Kris.
You're welcome. See you, Mitch.
You look good on TV, Mitch.
He does look good.
Yeah.
It's tough when you're a superstar.
I don't know what to say. I don't get that compliment too often.
We'll be back with our next guest in just a second. Thanks, Mitch. Welcome back. We are now joined by Kyla Hatcher from the Marine City Chamber. Kyla, welcome back to the Focus program. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again.
What's the latest of things happening in beautiful downtown Marine City?
There's definitely more life coming back to the city as restrictions are slowly lifted. People are getting out in the better weather too, so we got a lot of people kind of filling the streets. It's not such a dead zone anymore, which is really good to see. We started working on the website again, making sure everything's staying up to date, but I think everyone's kind of playing it by ear right now and seeing what's going to happen next. So we're kind of doing the same.
I had the opportunity to be down there last week and got some ice cream from the Sweet Tooth, and it was curbside service. It was pretty cool. The ice cream was still great, didn't melt or anything. And that smiling
a
face
lot of the businesses have done it.
That smiling face of Todd's was there, and a couple of good quick comments. He was excited about seeing people again, I think.
I think we're all kind of excited to see other people again. I know at least I was. I'm definitely a social person, so not being able to see everyone is often, even if we're 6 feet apart, it's better than nothing. But yeah, a lot of the businesses downtown have transitioned into some type of curbside pickup or some type of service, one-on-one appointments, things like that, so they can still get products to people that want them or that are interested in it. A lot of the restaurants are curbside. A lot of the stores are doing by appointment only. You can come in and shop one-on-one, things like that, to make sure safety is protocol.
Your function as the executive director of the Marine City Area Chamber is going to be even larger when people come back, when we're allowed to get out and go move around. I mean, people are going to want to know what's going on, and you're the person that's going to tell us.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Good time to start a new job at the chamber, definitely. I'm jumping over hurdles that I didn't know could exist just yet. So we're learning like everyone else, but we are trying to stay ahead of the game. We are working on hopefully a future event for like a reopening to everyone. We keep our website updated daily. Anything that's changing is going on there, and it'll be the same way once we start implementing other programs or things like that to help businesses get back to the new normal, whatever that is, considering every establishment has a different set of rules and regulations and safety protocol they have to follow. So,
and that webpage is visitmarinecity.com?
Yep, we have a COVID-19 page for both the residents and the business. So we have it for businesses for like loans and everything like that, like how to market your business, how to work from home, tips like that. And then we also have a residence guide, which is for anyone that may be in need of picking up meals or hygiene products or numbers to know if there's anything, an emergency related to that, or health lines, mental health lines. It's all on there.
Okay. And on your webpage, there's a list of webinars that are available from the Small Business Development Center, the SBDC, and there's,
Yes.
as you said, there's some great ones. There's one coming up, the Workplace Challenges of COVID-19 on the 12th, Essential PR Tools and Tactics on the 14th, and Averting Bankruptcy on the 15th. So if they check out your webpage, they'll get more details of the times and how to sign on for those. But those sound very productive.
Yep, I just added more yesterday. There's actually 3 more before that happening now as well.
Oh, good.
So there's a couple on there, but it's updated daily and they are super beneficial. I know a lot of people are a little camera shy. That seems to be one of the main things, but for a lot of these, you don't have to be on video or anything like that. You can just listen in and get the information so your business can survive in these times.
Kyla, thanks for your time today. We wanted to just get an update of what's going on in beautiful Marine City, and until next time.
Yeah, anytime.
We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks very much.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Paul Dingeman here. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.